Welcome to Bible Study with Fred. Let's have a Bible study on Genesis 1, verses 11 to 13. I hope if you watch this Bible study, participate in it, that you'll click like and subscribe or follow and share the Bible study with someone else. Maybe come back to it and watch it again. So let's begin verse 11. And God said, "Let the earth bring forth grass, the herb yielding seed, and the fruit tree yielding fruit after his kind, whose seed is in itself upon the earth." And it was so. And the earth brought forth grass, and herb yielding seed after his kind, and the tree yielding fruit, whose seed was in itself after his kind. And God saw that it was good, and the evening and the morning were the third day. Now, in the same 24-hour period as the sea and land being divided, you can see plant life being created from the earth, not out of nothing. Life is created out of substances already formed the previous day. A fundamental point of biology is made here in that plants yield fruit after their kind. It seems obvious that an orange tree doesn't produce pears, but this will be an important point to remember in a few verses. Kind is a biblical taxonomic classification. Just as we use species, genus, family, or order, God uses the more general word kind. Kind is much larger than species and should not be confused with that word, as there are more than 24 definitions of species, none of which denote the kind of Genesis, but rather smaller divisions of plant and animal life. I'll post the quotes in my blog for you to look at below. It'll be in the comments. It is important to change your way of thinking as you've been polluted by the fallacies of modernism. A biological creature's nature is determined by its kind, from the top down. Its kind is not determined by its individual components. Context is what's important in biology. Just think of language. The words right or right, R-I-T-E, R-I-G-H-T, sound alike, but they have a meaning based on the sentence they're in. For instance, we speak of a religious right, a rite of passage or turn right, or my legal rights. The context determines the meaning, just as the design determines the expression of genes. Put reductionism back in its box, and you will understand reality so much better. God, speaking through Moses' writing, is speaking here about the original creations from which developed all other types. Now, there was a pre-Darwin doctrine claimed by both scientists and Anglican churchmen called the immutability of species, which insisted that all species were specially created by God at the beginning. This clearly confused kind with species. Grasses included wheat, rice, corn, and other grains such as millet and rye. Fruits included apples, citrus fruits, melons, etc., etc. And I'll post links below. So now, I'm not going to jump into verse 14 yet, because I have a lot to say about that passage that would run things on long. So I'm just going to ask you today, if you would open your Bible and let God speak to you through his word, that you would study your Bible, which is a separate thing, cross-referencing the verses. But before you do either one of those, that you pray to God for wisdom and understanding, and then share your interpretation with someone else. Now, you can purchase my comments on Genesis on Amazon in Kindle or paperback form. You can read them on blogger.com. I'll post the links below. But if you've watched this video this far, as I've said, please click like and subscribe or follow and share the video with someone else. I look forward to your comments. There are things I'd like to hear from you, like, do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? If you disagree, then what are your citations or what are your references? And also, if this is the first time you've ever seen anything I've published, then let me know. Or if you've been watching for a long time, let me know. I just like to hear from you. Thank you, and hope you have a great day.